Afrobeats News. A while back, I came across this interview by Skillibeng. Now, Skillibeng, in case you don't know, he's a Jamaican artist. I think the way you can think of him, you can think of him as a really, really hood Jamaican artist. This guy sings mostly about guns and about hood stuff, like really, really gangster stuff. Anyway, Skillibeng, like I said, there was a video that was bringing around a while back of him in an interview. Now, in this interview, he gave a lot of praises to Wizkid. According to him, he said that Wizkid heavily, heavily supports his music, and because of that, he has a lot of respect and admiration for Wizkid. So, guys, here without much talk, I'm going to play you guys this clip of Skillibeng talking about Wizkid in an interview, and I'll come back with more commentary. Roll it.
I also peeped you was out with Wizkid too.
Yeah, shout out Wizkid. We've been in the studio cooking up heat, and you know, I remixed a track unofficially from Wizkid, the Mood track, and it was going crazy on TikTok. And he seen it and it was like, yo, because I posted something of it on my Instagram and told my fans like tag Wizkid and Buju, and it was going crazy, like 1,000 comments. So he seen it and he said, yo, this is crazy. Yeah. We had to do this like officially. So right now we kind of like, because it's been released a long time ago, it's like we're contemplating what we're supposed to do. If we're supposed to shoot the video or what. Well, you know, we've been in the studio cooking up some heat. Shout out to Wizkid.
So some new stuff with Wizkid is coming.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that. And I like, you know, I mentioned the dance hall to like the Afro beats and like the Jamaica to that type of music. And I love that. And I think that bringing y'all together for some new shit is going to be insane. Insane.
Yeah. You know, Wizkid has been like supporting my music. Everybody supports Wizkid's music. You know, but Wizkid has been like supporting my music as like a mainstream entertainer. He been supporting my music. I seen flicks of him like in the club, telling them to start over my song, stuff like that. Crocodile Teeth. I seen pictures of him at home in Africa, like vibing to my song. So I respect Wizkid, like a different kind of respect. So yeah, that's my boy right there.
So as you guys can see, that interview was of Skillibeng talking about Wizkid. Now, this is not the only time that Wizkid and Skillibeng name have crossed paths, right? There was a while back where Wizkid and Skillibeng were spotted in the studio with Tory Lanez, and there are rumors that these guys were making music. I think that was the first time I actually heard about Skillibeng and Wizkid in the same conversation. Anyway, move past that. Skillibeng, you know, is out here talking about Wizkid, and it's clear for us to see that Wizkid definitely have a lot of respect for Jamaican music and Jamaican culture and generally the island music. If you listen to the Made in Lagos album, that one was very much influenced by island music, so it had a very nice blend of island and Afrobeat music. Personally, I feel like it's more island than even Afrobeat, but yeah, that's a story for another day. So it's clear to see that Wizkid has a lot of respect and admiration for Jamaican music and Jamaican artists generally. And Skillibeng talking about Wizkid like this is not something that should be shocking to a lot of people. Anyway, moving past that, Wizkid decided yesterday to unveil the official track list of the More Love, Less Ego album. I know there's been several track lists that have been passed around and it's become so confusing, but Wizkid have finally come out himself to put out the official track list for the More Love, Less Ego album. And guess what? Skillibeng made the album, so he's on the album. So guys, here without much talk right now, I'm going to go through each of the songs one after the other on the project and maybe talk one or two things about them. So the first song on the project is titled Money and Love. This one would be a solo one with Wizkid only on that, and it's going to be interesting to see how that one turns out. The next one is Balance, which is still a solo song from Wizkid. Then you have Bad to Me, which we've all heard that song. Came with a lukewarm reaction. People did not really mess with that song a lot. Then you have the next song, Too Sugar, which features Ayra Starr. Now this one, it have a lot of hype already building up. People would love to see what Wizkid did with Ayra Starr. We've all seen what Wizkid did with Thames. For some reason, Wizkid know how to really bring out these artists out of their shell. Wizkid knows how to bring out the best in this artist. So people are really going to be excited about seeing Ira and Wizkid on these joints. Move past that, you have another solo one from Wizkid titled Everyday. Then after that, you have the song that these videos all about, right? Sleep and Slide, and this one features the Jamaican sensation Skillibeng. Aside from that, another Jamaican artist that is based in the US and killing it heavy in the States, Shenzia. So she's on this one. It is definitely going to be a good song. I have this assurance that having Skillibeng and Shenzia on one song with Wizkid, seeing that Shenzia by far is killing the game, Skillibeng obviously is killing it as well, then Wizkid that is on a different level right now, this song would be a one that might top the chart, or will top the chart for sure. So you have Sleep and Slide. Aside from that, you have another solo one from Wizkid, Deep, followed by another one, Flower Pads, still Wizkid alone on that one. Then you have this one, Wow, featuring Skepta and Naira Marley. Now, the previous tracklist that was released, I was very concerned on how Wizkid and Naira Marley is going to blend together. Seeing that Naira Marley is very, very street. Naira Marley has this typical street sound. Even when he's trying to do a more polished tone, he still sounds very street. So I was really, really skeptical of how Wizkid and Naira is going to sound. And now Wizkid just added Skepta to the joint. So having Skepta, Naira Marley, and Wizkid in one joint, it's going to be something that we would have to wait and see exactly how it will play out. But yeah, Skepta and Naira Marley on one song with Wizkid. The next one that follows is Pressure, and this one is Wizkid alone on that one. Plenty Loving. Then the next one is Special featuring Don Toliver. Now, Don Toliver, Wizkid, I've heard a lot about this particular one coming through. Some people are saying that this is going to be a very, very great song. It's going to be a one to look forward to. And Don Toliver even came out and shared some excitement about this one being released. So I'm actually keeping my eyes on this one for sure. Anyway, move past that. I think the final song on the album will be Frames, also titled Who's Gonna Know. So these are all the songs from the More Love, Less Ego. A couple of collaborations from the previous tracklist did not really stick. There's some collaborations I was looking forward to, but unfortunately it won't be here. The one with Buju Banton, I was really looking forward to that one, but unfortunately it won't be on the More Love, Less Ego. And to all those people that wonder why Wizkid, have gone from one tracklist to another, changing tracklist and all of that, you guys need to understand that, look, these artists, they record dozens and dozens of songs almost on a daily basis, especially Wizkid has been known to be a studio rat. These guys record a lot of songs. Now, when it's time for them to pick songs for their album, sometimes they go back and forth. So that's why you can see track lists that, were leaked a couple of months back that right now doesn't really hold anymore. So it is a tough job as an artist to select songs that you believe would resonate well with the fans, because sometimes you might be throwing away a hit song feeling that the fans will not really mess with it as much, and putting in a song that you feel like would resonate with the fans but it doesn't really stick. So choosing like just 12 songs out of probably 1,000 songs is one of the hardest jobs that artists have to do. But yeah, artists, that's just part of the job, and artists, deal with it in their own way. But guys, here, tell me what do you think about this particular one. Are you looking forward to this album? And I'm looking forward to this song with Skillibeng, Shenzia, and Wizkid. And guys, in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications, and stay tuned for more Afrobeats related entertainment and just coming at you. I'm out for now, guys. Peace.